Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rukaha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives to do so. To the scattered elect, scattered across the four corners of the earth, and those among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, pursuant to Jeremiah 12 and 9, known as the speckled birds. I am disciple of Parium, a follower of Great Millstone, coming to you with a lesson in truth and sincerity. Now, I'm going to title this lesson, Strait No Debate. Okay, and you'll see why here in a little bit. But first, going to that word straight is S-T-R-A-I-T. And the reason why I say that is because of this right here. It says, and the Lord, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Now, I want to go into that word Egypt, which is Montezarium. It's Strong's H4714, and it's Montezarium. So Montezarium from right to left. All right. And it says double straits. All right. And when you go get into that word to double straits, it's a position of difficulty, but it's being done twice. Okay. Because we're in the spiritual land of Egypt. Many of their ways are similar to here in Egypt. You have Babylon. You also have the fourth rulership, the fourth kingdom of Rome. Okay, very much similarities in all of this, and this place exhibits all those. Okay, so also when I go back, I want to go into that word by. What is this? Quana. All right, and the quana. And where it says no man shall buy you, essentially what that's going into is right here where it says to get, acquire, obtain of Yahweh, originating, creating, redeeming his people. And we should be redeemed out of this place of confusion, which is Babylon or Babal. It goes into confusion. Okay, and this is the video that I'm about to play right here. All right, straight confusion, because I'm going to preface this. Essentially, this young woman who looks beautiful, she's living with her parents, but yet she's, let's just say she's choosing an alternate lifestyle that they're not very happy about. Okay. Now we know that the Most High creates such people, as it says, I will get it later on, you have vessels for salvation and vessels for destruction. And people get so angry and talk about, well, did the Most High just, wanted us to be an ant farm? Well, in a sense, you have the story of the potter and the clay, and we'll get into that as well. So, without further ado, here's some babal, here's some confusion.
You got my blood running through you and your daddy blood. How you gonna have somebody else's child out here?
So I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't love so you can be happy?
You damn right. You damn
Well,
right.
how does that work?
It works just fine for me, okay?
So she wants to put me out of her house.
Yes, you won't get the stepping if you don't get your man come up in here and create me a baby.
So then what am I supposed to do, Mom? You want me to out the house because of who I'm dating?
Yes, I do.
And then what am I supposed to do?
You do what you want to do when you out my house, but long as you in my house, you gonna have a decent relationship.
But the thing
this
is,
come
Mom,
from the old school, baby. The old school. What I'm talking about is a man and a woman procreate and they have babies, not a
partner than I've ever had in my entire life.
Not
But I'm
by
supposed
my
to be
bookie
with
name.
somebody that I don't want. But
Not by my
she
bookie
has
name.
treated me the best that I've ever had in my whole life, Mom. But you want me to go and settle and be with somebody that I don't love.
Yeah,
That's what you prefer.
Guess what? You gotta grow to love people, okay? You gotta get to
Okay.
know the person.
Okay.
All right? You ain't even get no man no chance.
All right.
How you supposed to love a man? You ain't even let a man in your life. You just saw this woman. This woman supposed to give you everything. No, ma'am. Not in this house. Not under my roof. No, ma'am. Try again.
So can I ask you a question?
Know how ask me. I'ma tell you.
Are you happy?
I'm wonderfully happy. Me and your daddy been married for 23 years.
It's been good all 23 years.
All 20. We have our ups and downs, and you know that. But
Okay.
you here. You here. Ain't you? Yes, you are. So I need you to do this. I need you to find you a decent husband, and I need you to bring him up
can
in
let
my
that go,
house
Mom, 'cause I'm
so
not having a
I can
husband.
have some children, some
not marrying a
grandchildren.
man.
Well, you
Now, the mom is at the end of that, she's kind of coming from a vain aspect, saying that so I can have some children. Well, it's not up to you, it's up to the Most High to want to, essentially allow this womb to carry, the seed, provided that this woman, repents of her ways and wants to have children, according to, according to the law, but also according to, all righteousness and in the holy order. So let's go ahead and get our first precept. Technically our second precept would be Proverbs 8 and 13. And it reads, "The fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way. And the froward mouth do I hate." Now, I'm interested, what does that word forward mean? Just for edification's sake. Strong H 8419. Let's see, I think it's a qual. I might be incorrect on that. All right, so it's a perversity, perverse thing. Yeah, the Lord doesn't like that. Okay. So now let's go into Deuteronomy 23 and 17. It's oldie but goodie. Because, the reason why I'm about to read this is because we were chosen, according to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, to be a holy people, right? Unto amongst all nations. We were given the law, statutes, and commandments. And, essentially, we were the apple of the Most High's eye. And, he has a favorite. But it'll be in all righteousness. Okay? If you can't get over that, it's, tough titties. I don't know what to tell you. So this is Deuteronomy 23 and 17. "There should be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel." All right. And so, it's just something we just bring out all the time. All right. Now let's go to the book of Ezekiel. (3) and verse 18. And it reads, "When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him no warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity." Or iniquity is sin stacked upon sin. Okay? "But his blood will I require at thine hand." Now, the mother was, in all her, in all righteousness, and basically going and telling her daughter, "Hey, you're under our roof. Technically you're breaking the laws." And she's warning her. She's giving heed, and she's warning. She's doing what Yahweh Bashem Shai, wants. and again, but we can't necessarily control. It's a very wicked spirit that's in that vessel. Okay, so that's very difficult to control right there. But the mother's not wrong for doing that. Okay, now let's go to Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." And this is something that we do, every week. Going out on the highways and byways. Brothers are teaching lessons. And the mom was doing it right there because the mother is instructed to teach younger women. She's a more elderly woman. She's supposed to teach young women and teach young children, the correct way. All right, the way of natural order. All right, and then the reason why she's doing that because, again, this is the law. Leviticus 18:22. It says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind, it is an abomination." Okay, so that's why the mother feels compelled because she's not going off. Whether society's telling her she's going off, whatever. All right, listen, the Lord's here for a small, chosen group of people, an election. He always saves a remnant. He's not here for everybody. Okay. And that everybody that's trying to pressure the mom saying you going off, you should read the comments on this. It's ridiculous, Hey, the burden's on them. Now, I want to go to the book of Sirach. So let me get out of this right here. This is the book of Sirach 16:1-9. It says, "Desire not the multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, be with them." Okay? It says, "Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better is it to die without children than to have them that are ungodly." I'm going to read that again. Listen, "Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. For by one that hath understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate. Many such things have I seen with mine eyes, and mine ear hath heard greater things than these. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation wrath is set on fire. He was not pacified towards the old giants who fell away in their strength of their foolishness." Okay, and that's speaking of the sons of God. That's not speaking of no damn Anunnakis. All right, there's a lot of these camps going off, and especially these churches, Pastor Pork Chop. So he pitied not the people of perdition, who were taken away in their sins. Okay, so let's go to Romans. Go back to the blue letter. LB. Look at Romans chapter 9. I'm going to go verse 20-26. And then this is essentially, people getting mad and saying, well, are we just in the ant farm? Are we ants in an ant farm? Right? No. Well, let me read this to you, okay? This is about the potter and the clay. It says, Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against Yahweh? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thus made me why hast thou made me thus? Why did you make me this way? Why have you made me like this? Okay. It says, have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another to dishonor? Okay. Look at this. The NLT, it says, when a potter makes jars out of clay, doesn't he have a right to use the same lump of clay to make one jar for decoration and another to throw garbage into? Verse 22. What if Yahweh, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? All right. So it says, in the same way, even though God has the right to show his anger and his power, he is very patient with those in whom his anger falls, who are destined for destruction, because he could have easily, made them give up the ghost a long time ago. But, he's patient, right? Verse 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory. All right. It says, and those are the remnant, right? We're going back right there. It says, see. Yeah. All right. From the very beginning. It says, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but of the Gentiles. And those Gentiles are we know as Israelite foreigners. Okay. You can read that in 1 Maccabees, I think 3:48. All right. Verse 25. And he hath also in Hosea, or which is Hosea, I will call them my people, which are not my people, and her beloved, which have not, which was not beloved. Verse 26, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. Okay. Now I want to finish off in 1 John 5:3, because she was this girl was talking about love and love. They want to use it when it's convenient, right? Well, this is what love means, right? It says, for this is the love of Yahweh, of power, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, they're not burdensome, they're not hard. Now, obviously, we keep it to the best of our ability because we are in these chains of darkness, and we do go off, okay? But, we repent earnestly, we pray, all right? So, with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. Shalom. On to the next.